Okay, so I just parked outside of the Garda town on the other side today, and I have my Rico GR here. And as promised, let's go for the second part of our walk. And today I will be walking in the other direction, from the other end of the old town, through the main part of the city, through the old town, through the touristic part. So we are starting at this parking, and I mean, when I was just arriving, I looked around at the parking, and you know, even a parking lot, I already have the feeling that it's a beautiful place, you know. Look at those walls surrounding this parking area. It's already nice. It's already having this special Italian atmosphere. It's very hot again, 30 degrees Celsius, so this summer is really doing great this year. We'll cross the street now, and you can see the lake on the other side. I will cross the street and we will be walking to the promenade alongside the lake towards Old Town. And of course looking for some nice photographs along the way. Perfect cloudless sky. Beautiful views. And you can already see it. The town is full of people. We are not even in the very center yet. We have been walking through Garda and a couple of other small Italian towns for the last 2 days with my family, and you know, you hear all possible languages, people from all around the world. You hear them more than the actual Italians. Okay, here's a policewoman discussing with this tourist train guy. And now he can go. So I guess everything is okay. So we'll enter this pedestrian area in a second here. And I guess this guy with this little train is the only one who can actually drive through here. Even the bicycles are not allowed. Let's see if those guys here on the bikes, if they will stop. No, they just ignored it and they just emptied. Anyway. Let's have a look at the harbor here. It's harsh sun, so the shadows also very well defined. So I am looking forward to finding some nice sunny kind of corners, you know, where the light is playing with the shadows, with the shapes of the buildings and so on. Okay, let's see. This is nice. Let's wait for someone to walk. Yeah, this will be a nice image. Let's see. It's almost noon, so the restaurants start filling up, but not yet very busy. Yeah, nice. Local hidden corners. Some kind of local houses, I guess. It's a nice image here. Ice cream, gelato shops everywhere, of course, with many flavors to choose from. And yeah, now we are approaching the main Old Town area. I will enter those narrow streets in a second, but first I have to take a picture of this coffee shop here. I guess I'm taking this picture every single year because I love those curtains here in the window. Okay, let's enter this one here. Let's see what's happening. A little narrow street full of little shops and some restaurants. You can hide from the shade a little bit in here. So many different local souvenirs to choose from. Leather bags, wallets.
Biz o hafta şubeyna devre koyuna derler. Çocuk sanat bir biz sarabiliriz.
Semakin koalisi sudah babak.
And some nice relief from the sun in here, in the shadow.
Go.
You know, and as usual, when walking through places like this, I'm trying to capture the atmosphere of a place, you know, looking for some details that define this atmosphere, some overview shots as well. Wow, look at this corner here. This is nice. You know, when you come back from a trip like this home and you have this selection of photographs of different kind, details, overviews, street shots, you know, some portraits possibly, if you are into portraits. You have this nice set of memories then. To enjoy. This is a local place here, hidden corner. Very quiet. It's just one street behind the main street, and it's, nobody here. Whereas on the main street there is hundreds of people walking in both directions. That's how those places function, right? There's usually this main route, main track. But I always love to get behind, Sometimes it's just the very next street, just behind the main street, and the whole atmosphere just changes.
He said, "They suddenly do."
Okay, let's have a look in here. There are many shops with this kind of ceramics, very colorful stuff. I guess it's some kind of a local craft workshops, producing those little table utensils and decorations. I've seen them all over the place. Okay, we are kind of heading direction back to the lake. That's a nice little typical Italian corner here. And those buildings are old. Look up there. It's this kind of places that create this local, unique atmosphere. Up there, it's a nice view. Let's have a look if I can manage to take this shot. Never forget to look up as well. You never see what you will find.
Así, metal, parititi, tovalito, everything. We want to be every day. Really.
The old town here in Garda is not big at all. I mean, it's a few streets crossing each other in two directions, and that's it. So you can walk around and see basically the entire old town just in half an hour or so. So another restaurant getting ready. There are boats on the lake. Quite big, you know, bigger boats, ships.
Yep.
And a wonderful breeze here at the water. Very refreshing. There is some wind coming from the lake. And when you are standing in the shade here, it gets really comfortable.
Got it.
Ana. Cable. Volgens mij, ik heb dat ik het met de kinderen zei, jullie.
That's the town hall, I guess. That's where all the decisions are being made about this little town. And here we can enter the old town, you know, the main area once more through this narrow street in front of me. Let's have a look. Another restaurant. Still pretty empty, or I would say completely empty. It means it's a bit early for lunch. You know, in Italy everything is kind of shifted forward. People eat breakfast later and then the lunch comes later. And the dinner, you know, I would say standard time, somewhere around 8 or 9 p.m. And I mean in summer, right? In winter probably it's looking a little bit different. This is the Giuseppe Verdi Street, famous Italian opera composer. He might have visited here a few times, maybe that's why they named this street with his name. Let me check it later. Yeah, so you see it's a very, very lively area, packed with tourists, packed with little shops and restaurants, and that's what you enjoy when you come to Italy in summer, just strolling around, looking at those beautiful spots, you know, enjoying the water, enjoying the nature and the beautiful architecture, and just, you know, spending your days this way. And surprisingly, when doing nothing, the time goes surprisingly quickly, you know. You don't even blink and it's, you know, dinner time again. Oh, very hot in the sun. It's noon, it's 12 o'clock in 2 minutes, so it's getting really, really hot now. I haven't been taking many photos on this walk, somehow. I was somehow more into an observing mood, but occasionally, of course, something nice grabs my eye, like those walls and colors. This is very nice. This is exactly what creates an atmosphere of the place, you know. Just some unimportant details, you know. A little part of the wall, an object, maybe something somebody lost on the street, a little flower, a piece of furniture somewhere, you know, in the corner. That's what's all about. That's what creates the atmosphere. So I hope you see we are on the other end, on the other edge of this main old town area. This is just here, you see in front of me, where the pedestrian area finishes. So I hope you enjoyed it. I walked to the center of Garda. Again, unscripted, unedited, just me rambling, sharing my thoughts as they enter my head, and looking around. I will be back with you soon again with some other walk. Have a wonderful day, and see you soon. Bye bye.